Hey guys, what's up? It's time for another episode of Adapting the Outdoors. Today we are at my local fishing hole, my honey hole. It's not really secretive. If you're local, you know where I'm at. But I'm not going to give out where I'm at. I have actually caught 2 bluegill already, which are in my bucket down at the end of the dock here. I'm actually in preparations for a fish fry this afternoon, if I can catch enough. I just caught a probably 2-pound bass. I wasn't able to get it on camera because I completely forgot about the camera, but you guys will be able to keep up with everything that's going on now. So, alright, today we are doing a little throwback. And what I mean by that is we're going back to the basics. Fishing with a bobber, a split shot, and a night crawler. That's all we're doing today. I thought about using my bait casters earlier, but I had a tangle because of the wind, so I decided against using my bait casters. It's not really that windy right now, but I'm still new to bait casters, so just a little bit of wind can really mess me up. Right now it is currently, I think the temperature was in the 70s. Gonna get up to about 88 this afternoon. Kind of cloudy skies. We've actually had a week of non-stop rain, and I really was worried that it was going to tamper with how well things were going with the fishing. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it really hasn't affected the weather, or the way the fishing is going. I am using my 6-foot medium action spin rod. I have it hooked up on 17-pound monofilament. That just was what I had on it. There's no rhyme or reason as to why I chose that. It's just what I had. And like I said, I'm just using a fluorescent bobber. And we are fishing. Just old school fishing. I was out here a week ago, actually, just a week ago today, actually. And when I was out here, I caught 15 fish. I didn't have my camera with me that day because I wasn't really planning on filming. I just was fun fishing, just to see how they were biting that day. And like I said, we caught 15 of them. I caught a really nice bass. So peaceful out here. I'm actually, the dock that I'm on is a dock that was built in the early 90s, I think. There used to be a plaque saying when it was built, but it was donated to the park by a local Boy Scout troop because there were people saying that there weren't many places to fish that were wheelchair accessible. Because let's face it, if you're in a wheelchair, running through the grass is not a very good idea. So they built this dock. It's about 20 foot long, about 5 foot wide. It's a really nice dock. And now it's time for your Adapting the Outdoors tip of the week. Today it's not really a tip, it's just me. I'm going to show you guys what equipment that I used during the filming of this show. I had a 6-foot medium action spinning rod, and as you can see it's not here on the table. That's because shortly after I finished filming, I continued to fish, and I got the pole hung up on a rock further out in the water. So I just figured I'd jerk the pole, it'd snap my line, and I'd have to re-rig it and continue fishing. But as luck would have it, that's not the case. Instead of the line snapping, the rod took the brunt of the force and that snapped. The line itself was perfectly intact. I eventually ended up getting the line to snap. I lost my hook, but when I reeled it in, I noticed that, like I said, my pole had snapped. So I ended up throwing that pole away. Like I said, it was a 6-foot medium action spinning rod. And I had another rod, which is my 6.6 medium heavy action spinning rod. The one that broke was lined with 14-pound monofilament, and the rod or the reel that I was using is this one right here. It's the Shimano Spool R2, also known as the Shimano FX B200. As I said, I had it rigged up with 14-pound monofilament, and I had a number 5 split shot. I forget what that is. It's like, I want to say a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce. And then I had a number 6 Aberdeen panfish hook, and then for my bobber, I had this guy. It's just your run-of-the-mill fluorescent tannish brown and black spring bobber. I would show you my other pole, but I have it currently put away, and I'm just not going to mess with it. But that's basically it. Like I said, I snapped the original pole, and rather than just try to fix it because it was snapped in an unfixable area, I would guess, I just decided to throw it away. I have another rod sitting over behind the camera, so I'll just move on and replace it with that one. Alright guys, there you go. That's the gear for the day. Alright guys, it's time for you guys to go back to the show. Catfish. Glove. What the hell? And the great thing about where we're fishing and the depth that we're fishing at is that we're probably in 4 foot of water, and these fish release perfectly fine. I've had a few, like last week when I was out here, I had a few swallow a hook, so those guys didn't release all that great. And normally I would, if they eat the hook and swallow the hook, I won't release them back. I will take them home and clean them just because it's not wasteful, it's not putting a contaminant back into the water. With all this rain that we've been getting the last week, the water level is really up. Normally there's another probably 3 foot of boat ramp over there to the right of the camera. But with all this rain, the water has come up probably 3 or 4 foot. think this is that same bluegill I just caught a little while ago. That's a keeper. He got that one in the lower jaw. Guys, hope you enjoyed the show. If you would do me a favor before you guys leave the video today, go down to the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel and like this video. And I'm hopefully going to be starting a little more regularly putting videos out. So maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. So, alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, bye.